Living here in Florida, the sun is always shining, the people are as nice as they get, and lastly, there is an incredibly low cost of living. The only caveat is that you want to make sure that you find that perfect property that fits all of your needs. And today, I'm here to just show you one incredible option. Let's begin. For anybody new to this channel, my name is Renzo Montaiuti, and I'm a realtor here in the Central Florida area. And today, my friends, we're gonna step inside of this beautifully made custom home located here in Orlando, Florida. My friends, this property is going to boast 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,717 square feet, situated on 1 acre of land. My friends, just to give you a perspective on where this home is located here in the Central Florida, Orlando metro area, we are only gonna be 20 minutes from University of Central Florida. The University of Central Florida, I believe, is one of the top 3 biggest universities in the entire nation, and you have it only 20 minutes away. Downtown Orlando is gonna be 35 minutes away from here as well. Downtown, you're gonna have a lot of boutique restaurants, an amazing nightlife, incredible farmers markets on the weekend, especially on Sunday mornings, and a lot of beautiful activities that you can do on any given day. Also, you're gonna have Cocoa Beach only 35 minutes east of here. Cocoa Beach is a world-renowned place to visit here in Florida, and you have it easily accessible, only 35 minutes away. And then you're also gonna have the Orlando International Airport, only 20 minutes from this home. And lastly, the parks and attractions of Disney and Universal are only a short 30-minute drive. So it's safe to say this home is located very close to all of these different amenities that Florida and Central Florida has to offer specifically. Now, throughout this tour, we're gonna be going into details about the property, a little bit more details about the area. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna be breaking down all of the finances you need to know on a custom home like this. How much is it gonna cost? What are closing costs? What are the yearly taxes? There is no HOA, there is no CDD, so you can scratch that right off of the list of things that you need to worry about on this property. So no one can tell you what you can or can't do on this home. And lastly, I'm also gonna be giving you guys a recommended offer from a realtor's perspective. We deal with properties every single week, ranging from anywhere from $300,000 up to $1 million. And I'm gonna give you a recommended offer based off what I see on this property, the land, the location, and give you guys a little sneak peek into a realtor's mind. Now, my friends, I'm gonna invite you guys to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It really helps the algorithm. It helps us to keep producing amazing content like this for you guys. So make sure to like and subscribe. But for now, let's go ahead, let's get inside and see what we got. Come on. So here we are at the front of the property, my friends. Very first thing is you're gonna have this very long extended motor court that brings you up to the 3-car garage driveway. The cool thing about the garage is you're gonna have an extra skylight, so there is natural light coming in through there. The front of the house is gonna have this beautiful eggshell color with the black accents. Nice stacked stone here at the front of the property as well, with beautiful light fixtures at the corners. Now, let's go ahead, get inside. Now, the very first thing that you notice once you step into this home is the beautiful glossy porcelain tiles that go throughout the entirety of this property. We're not gonna have any carpet, no LVP. Everything is gonna be straight porcelain throughout this home. Another thing, we're gonna have 10-foot ceilings in this property, beautiful LED lights, a lot of beautiful fixtures. My friends, this is incredible. So here we're gonna have this open floor space right away. This is where we're gonna have our living/family room. Now, when I first came into this home, I was like, okay, which one's the dining room? Which one's the family room? And I'll give you my recommendation, and then I'd like you to give me an idea of what you think in the comments. So first of all, this is gonna be a perfect living space. You can have your couches, your TV. This is where the family's gonna enjoy and spend most of their time. The reason being, imagine if we're cooking in the kitchen, we're having fun, we're eating, we're gonna be able to look into the family area right over here. Then this can be the family room. This is where you can maybe have a little bit more intimate area, have your chairs, your carpet, your books, your more custom couch, and just really have a nice space. Maybe a little bit of a library, but this is gonna be a little bit more intimate area. And then right over here, next to the kitchen, I believe is going to be the dining room. Now, the reason I thought to set it up this way is because this is gonna be the dining right next to the kitchen. You're gonna have the sliding glass door going outside, so maybe you can even have that indoor-outdoor integration of, hey, we're gonna have dining inside and maybe outside. Now, my friends, we step into the kitchen. This kitchen, you're gonna have a beautiful island with quartz countertop. One incredible feature is we're gonna have this nice ceramic backsplash, and we're gonna have the backsplash right here behind the island. You're gonna have a little space back here behind the island that you can set up your chairs. So if you're cooking bacon and eggs in the morning with toast, here, boom, and there you go. We're gonna have these nice shaker cabinets. This is your dishwasher right over here. This is gonna be your refrigerator. And then this is going to be a nice stainless steel double sink that we're gonna have here. Now here's gonna be your oven, microwave, and really you're gonna have tons of cabinet space. It's nice that they included the Samsung refrigerator as well, because some builders these days aren't including the fridge, washer, and dryer. So it's nice that it came with it, nice extra touch. If you are someone that likes to cook, man, you're gonna have plenty of space to store all your food, you're gonna have a nice environment, and you're gonna have nice views as well in the family room and out to the back. One final feature I want you guys to know is these nice hanging light fixtures right above the island to just maximize the color here. Now, before we step into this area, I wanted to touch up a little bit more on the location of this property. My name is Renzo. I was born and raised here in the Central Florida area in Orlando. I lived in Boca Raton for a little bit. I lived in Lake Wales. If you don't know where Lake Wales is, it's okay. Don't look it up. It's just in the middle of nowhere. But most of my time was spent here in Orlando. There are a few other pocket areas that are really close by to here, like Conway, which is a really nice suburb where you're gonna have Barber Park and a lot of more kind of Latin cuisine style food in those areas. And then we're gonna have places north of here like Oviedo, which is a very up and coming area, kind of a few more luxury touches in the homes, in the commercial buildings. And then on the other side, on West Orlando, that's where you're gonna be headed towards Mineola, Claremont, Ocala, and all kind of the new development that's really breaking out here in the Orlando area. So we're in East Orlando, this is us, and then you're gonna have the beaches right over here. If there are any astronomy fans out there, there is a place in Merritt Island where there's zero light pollution, and you're gonna be able to go look at the stars at night and really have an incredible time. So just a few more details for you guys. Now let's go look at the first bedroom. Now stepping into this first bedroom, this is gonna be in the back corner of the home, having a little bit more privacy. Right across the hall, you're gonna have your full bathroom that can also take you out to the back patio space. So you can even consider this a type of in-law suite. It's gonna have an entrance from there. You could block up put a wall up here, so this is just completely separate from the house. But anyways, to this room, we're gonna have the 10-foot ceilings, same porcelain tiles, windows facing the east side of the property, and this is gonna be slightly bigger, 13 by 12 foot room, so you're gonna be able to fit a king size bed. If you could put a California king, but it would get a little snug in here. So you could get a king, easily fit a queen, and a bunk bed if you really want space, more activity, more space, more activities. Now let's go across the hall and check out this bathroom. Now, just stepped out of the room. Now we step into the bathroom. This is gonna feature the quartz countertop, shaker cabinets down below. Here's your toilet. And a nice feature in this guest bathroom is you're gonna have the walk-in shower. Nice ceramic backsplash as well, beautiful lights, and you're gonna have your little linen closet. And then this is a door that takes you out back, but we're gonna save that for last. Come back inside and let's go. Now, stepping into the master bedroom, the very first thing, my friends, is the natural light coming in here. Honestly, I'm gonna turn off these lights, and you have so much natural light. You have 1, 2, and then 3, 4. You have this double window facing the south side, 2 windows facing the west side of the home. You're gonna have a beautifully large space out here. And the cool thing is you're also gonna have access to the back lanai from this room. This is a beautiful master. Got a nice light fixture right above, 4 LED lights at the corners. Beautiful. So now let's check out this master bath. Now, stepping into the master bathroom, we're gonna have these 2 beautiful closet spaces right over here. We're gonna have that continued porcelain throughout. There is one thing about, and this is common with some builders, the very last thing that they put in is the shelving, the cabinet spaces here in the master closets. So that is one thing that a realtor is here to negotiate a credit for, or maybe the builder has plans to put it in. But anyways, you're gonna have this space right over here, this space right over here, incredible. Now we step into the full master bath. You're gonna have this standing tub. This is just incredible right here because you have this nice, just big window overlooking the luscious green that Florida has to offer. You got your soaking tub. At the end of a day, get a nice glass of wine, or honestly a whiskey, something like that. I've been in a whiskey lately, it's delicious. You can just really enjoy, relax, get the natural light coming in. This is facing the north side of the property. So if it's about, right now it's about noon today, the sun is directly above us. And yeah, and then here's gonna be your walk-in shower, nice ceramic tile all the way to the top of the ceiling. Beautiful, beautiful. You're gonna have 2 shower heads as well, which is something extra that's gonna be perfect. You're gonna have the double sink here, nice mirror. You're gonna have these towel racks, LED lights above, and another nice touch is you're gonna have your private toilet so you can take care of business and someone else using this area as well. So now we're gonna go to the very last corner of this split floor plan. Let's check it out. Now stepping into this area, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms that features a Jack and Jill. But first, let's get into this beautiful laundry space. We're gonna have that continued porcelain. This is where your washer and dryer are gonna fit. You're gonna have a nice sink here at the corner, nice cabinet space. You're gonna have a little linen closet right over there. And then we step into the garage. Here in the garage, we're going into the 3-car garage. And what's neat is you have a lot of space. So this is gonna be your 2-car, your 1-car, but even in between it, you have a good amount of space. And even this area right here, like you can set up, your workshop or whatever it is that we wanna do as men and really get things done. This is a perfect space. You're also gonna have your AC air handler out here. You're also gonna have the water heater, which connects to your Wi-Fi, which is pretty convenient. And you are gonna have a door stepping outside of the home. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is gonna be that skylight that brings in a little extra natural light. Now, let's check out these last 2 bedrooms. Now, one thing I wanna tell you about location-wise, if there are any fans of martial arts, any jiu-jitsu practitioners, MMA fans, Muay Thai, kickboxing, there is a gym very close to here that I recently started going to called American Top Team. This is a really good gym. I've had great experiences there. I've been there for about 2 weeks and it's only 20 minutes away from here as well. So if there is someone moving out of state or whatever, or you're not too familiar with Central Florida and you do want to find a martial arts gym, it's only 20 minutes away and we can actually train together if you want. Now, stepping into this 3rd bedroom, this is gonna be 13 by 12 feet. So you're gonna have these extra large bedrooms, being able to fit a king. This is gonna be your closet space. Nice window facing the east side of the home. And then we step through, we get in the Jack and Jill. Single sink, quartz countertop, cabinets, toilet, walk-in shower. There are no tubs except for the standing tub in the master bath in this home. Then we get into the next bedroom with the same dimensions, windows facing the east side of the property, closet space, lights, action. Now, let's go take a look at the lot. Let's see what we got in this beautiful piece of land. Now, stepping outside, we have this beautiful covered lanai space. My friends, this honestly feels like another guest house area. You could screen this in, glass this in, and this is a huge space that we have here. But anyways, just want to mention real quick, first we're gonna have the sliding glass doors here, coming from the dining area as well. Coming from the master, you're gonna have a door that comes out here. Coming from the bathroom for the in-law suite is right over here. My friends, you have easy access to the lanai without going through the whole entire property. Now, you're also gonna have this extended space, so if you like to set up your rocking chairs, maybe have a dining table, being able to enjoy the Florida air, the Florida nature, this is what it's all about. If you're in Florida, you need the space, you need the lanai. Now, stepping out to the back of the property, we're gonna have a large space back here. You do have an acre of land. Some of this land is not able to, you're not gonna be able to cut it down and turn it into yours, but a majority of it you can. So I wanna give you a little perspective. The neighbors here, you know, they have an acre lot as well. Some of it, it stayed as preservation, and then some of it they were allowed to clear. So they have like a middle strand, and then they have their barn back there. And that's a beautiful idea that you could do with this property as well. Just so you have the easy kind of understanding your lines, you're gonna have a fence here. You can expand like I mentioned, then you're gonna have they're gonna have a fence showing you where your property line is. And then right over here, you're gonna have a lot of space. So if you wanna get creative and use a lot of the property that you have, you know, you could put some tiles out here. You can even cement this in. Whenever you do wanna do cement work, you do have to get permits from the city. You could build a cabana, put a hot tub out here. There's a lot of different options. Now, let's get out to the other side of the property. It's just nice and peaceful out here, you know? You hear the birds, you hear nature, you hear the crickets, you hear the wind, which is crazy. You don't hear that. Where I live in Orlando, you don't hear that. All you hear is the hustle and bustle. Now here on this side of the house, you're gonna have a lot more space. And this is the area of the house where you can get very easy access into the 3-car garage. This would be perfect if you wanted to set up an outdoor workshop, maybe put a barn, maybe put, an outdoor workshop, maybe a pool. You could do a huge pool over here on that side of the area. And then follow me, guys. This is the last thing I want to show you outside. This property is on septic tank and well water. So well water, my friends, is coming from the Florida aquifer, okay? Now, that water, we tend to have harder water. There's sediments in it. But this tank is to purify it. And then this tank over here, these are called water softeners. So water with a lot of sediments, pretty much with a lot of sediments, to make it simple, it's called hard water. This is a water softener, which takes all the sediment out, takes all those small little minerals and stuff out of your water. So with these 2 water softeners, it's gonna give you the cleanest water that you can probably drink or bathe in. This system right here probably is going for around $10,000 right now, and it is included in the property. So with that, my friends, let's go ahead, let's get inside. I'm gonna give you all the finances, and then I'll leave you on your way. Come on. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the tour, and now we're gonna get into all the nitty-gritty details about this property, the taxes, and a few extra touch-up information for you guys out there. So first and foremost, the price. This house is currently listed at $800,000. It's at $799,000, but we're just gonna round up to $800,000. The way to practically look at this property, the way appraisers look at a property, they search in a 1-mile radius, properties with the same bedrooms, similar bathrooms, so 3 bathrooms, 2.5 to 3.5 bathrooms, 200 less square feet and 200 more square feet. So this property is right around 2,700 square feet. So they're gonna look at properties from 25 to 2,900 square feet, okay? They're gonna look at things from 2,500 to 2,900 square feet. So 1-mile radius, same bed and bath for the most part, within 200 square foot range of the subject property square footage, And then the terrain is something that they can adjust based off the land, based off what's selling in the area, okay? Now, these comps in this area, they have new construction homes starting at 600 all the way up to about $1 million. So there's a few different things. Also depends on how much of the land is buildable, if the land is already cleared. There are a lot of different factors that go into the property. If the water is connected to public, if the sewer is connected publicly, there are a few different things. Anyways, $800,000 is the price on this home. The estimated taxes on this property are going to be around $6,000 to $7,000 per year. Now that is gonna be the annual tax amount, but there is a way to lower those property taxes. One, if you're disabled, or if you're 100% veteran, or 100% disabled veteran, or if you're handicapped, there is ways you get 100% of your taxes written off on your property taxes. The next way is being a primary resident owner on this property, okay? So you could, if you lived here, you moved here, and you're a resident for 1 year here in Florida, you could apply for Florida homestead tax exemption, which can deduct up to $50,000 off the taxable value of your home. So instead of paying taxes on an $800,000 home or whatever we negotiate it for, you can deduct $50,000 off the taxable value of the property. There is no HOA, there is no CDD in this community, in this area. This is kind of more of an equestrian community as well. So you are gonna see people with horses, you are gonna see people riding around in horses, and maybe having a barn out back. So this is kind of a neater area called Wedgefield here in the Orlando metro area. Now the next thing is, I want to talk to you guys, like, what would this look like if I actually wanted to purchase something like this? What would it look down payment wise? So the very first thing, you can't purchase this with an FHA loan. Well, you can, but you'd have to put over 50% down. And if you're doing that, if you're putting over 50% down, it makes a lot more sense going with a conventional loan, because you won't have to pay private mortgage insurance if you put 20% down on a home, or if you already have 20% equity on your property, okay? So let's just go ahead and say you wanted to put 20% down on a conventional loan, and I'm just using the $800,000 price right now. It'd be about $160,000 down on 20% of this property. If you wanted to do 10%, that's just gonna be $80,000, my friends. If you wanted to do 5% down, which is the absolute minimum for a primary residence with a conventional loan, you're gonna be looking at about $40,000, okay? Now, when you buy a home, it's not just your down payment, you also have closing costs on a property. So closing costs are additional fees when you buy a house. So it's gonna look like your inspection report. If you wanna do one on new construction, you can. You don't have to if you don't want to. And the reason being is because this property already has to go through city, county inspections in order to get to the next stage. So once they lay the foundation of the property, okay, let's inspect it. Okay, you're good. You can move on, start putting up the concrete block. Okay, perfect. The concrete block looks good. Let's start putting up the wood frame. Okay, let's start putting the roof on. It goes through these inspections already. But if you do want to do an extra inspection, you know, before you move into the house, it'll kind of nitpick all the smaller, finer details. You can do so, pass that inspection to the builder, and they'll make sure everything else gets done. Anyways, inspection is one cost, appraisal fees. So when the bank sends someone out to do an evaluation of the home, the bank is only gonna lend you as much money as how much the house is worth, okay? So if the bank comes back and says, hey, this house is worth $750,000 according to our appraiser's evaluation, we're only gonna loan you $750,000 loan amount, okay? So if you wanna make up that $750,000 difference from $800,000, that $50,000, you have to bring it out cash or negotiate with the sellers. And that's where a realtor comes in handy. The next other fees are title fees, lending fees, and all that good stuff, okay? But your main fees are gonna be surveys, inspections, appraisals, title fees, lending, all that good stuff. Typically comes out 3 to 4% of the purchase price of the home, so it's gonna be around $20,000 to $30,000 in closing costs. Now, what does that look like? Because you, as a buyer here in the Central Florida area, you should not be paying closing costs. That is why an expert team of realtors are super important to be on your side, so we can negotiate these deals for you. We can save you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 coming out of your pocket just by using the right realtors. And that's what my team and I focus on here at the Montaiuti Group. We meet every Monday, Thursday. We talk to our lenders. We understand the psychology of how to negotiate for you guys and making sure both our buyers and sellers are getting the best deals possible, okay? We give you very real expectations on what the process looks like, what to expect throughout the process, what it's gonna cost you. And if there is something that has a little bit of risk, we're always gonna advise you what the risks are and what's involved in the risk before you make that decision. We're not here to throw you into a house. We're not here to get commissions. We're here to help the families. And I learned something from Zig Ziglar. You help other people get what they want, you automatically get what you want. And that's what we're here to do, help you guys get what you want. The team that we have here in Central Florida, the Montaiuti Group, we have a set of expert real estate agents. Just to name a few of them, we have John Paul Gutierrez, who is an investor specialist. We also have Wilfredo Medina, who is a newer agent that has a lot of drive and has been doing an incredible job. We have Roger Brito, who actually used to work with supplying home builders. He knows every single community, so he is our home advisor, our new home specialist. And then we're gonna have Sylvia Johnson as well. We also have a corporate team of 3 VAs, transaction coordinators, to make sure you guys have the very best experience possible. Okay. Now, before we get into the recommended offer, I also want to mention, you guys, if there are any veterans out there, you guys can qualify with this home and with a 0% down payment. VA loans go up to $850,000 with 0% down. And my guarantee for all veterans out there is you can buy this house with 0 money down. No ifs, ands, or buts, okay? So 0% down payment, I'll negotiate your closing costs. Whatever we can't get negotiated by your closing costs, I will cover it with my commission. The agents on my team, if they're one of them are helping you, we will cover it with our commission to make sure you get into a house with 0 money down. Lastly, recommended offer. This property has been sitting on the market for 43 days. Kind of when you get into luxury homes, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, $750,000 and up is considered a luxury home. So once you get into luxury homes, they tend to sit on the market a little bit longer, especially when you're looking at the $2, $3, $4, $5 million homes. Because it's only a select few pool of buyers, and they have really good taste when they're looking for properties. So anyways, back to this. I'd recommend, if you're going in cash, I'd recommend offering $720,000 right off the bat. The goal would be maybe get you around between $730 to $750. That's where I think would be a sweet spot for you to win a house like this. If you're financing it, I want to make sure you're getting your closing costs covered. I'm going to be starting out right at $775, asking for 4% in closing costs to be paid by the sellers towards buyers' closing costs. That would be my recommended offer if you're financing, and that would be my recommended offer cash. So that's pretty much it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this tour, please let me know what you think about the house, if there's anything that really drew your attention on this property. And that is it. If anyone is interested in this home, feel free to reach out to our team. This is our phone number, this is our email, and that is what we have here for you guys. We have a full team set up to help you at all times. If you do call over the weekends, we will get back to you. We do work on Sundays, we don't work on Saturdays. But feel free to leave us a message, give us a call, and we'll return your call Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever it is, we'll get back to you ASAP. Last thing I want to leave you with, if you did like this content, we do a lot more videos just like this. So make sure to go back to some of the older videos, and we have a ton of cool things that we're producing for you guys. With that being said, I love you all. Ciao, ciao. Nos vemos. Ciao, bello.